Hi everyone, Matt Watson here from Kamu. So I'm sat in the Mercedes C63 S wagon, and next to me is a BMW M3 Touring. Wait a minute, an F81 M3? He didn't make one! More on that in a moment. Let me tell you about this car first. So this has a 4-litre twin-turbo V8 with 510 horsepower and 700 newton meters of torque. It drives the rear wheels via a 9-speed automatic gearbox with launch control, weighs in at about 1,700 kilos and costs £70,000. That BMW, it's owned by a chap called Nick, who runs a breakers yard, and he got a BMW F81 320d Touring. Took the body of that, then he found an F80 M3 which he was breaking, and he took every single part off that M3, the wiring harnesses, the engine of course, the gearbox, which is a 7-speed dual clutch automatic with launch control, suspension, dampers, wheel hubs, wheel carriers, all that kind of stuff, and shoved them into that Touring. And then he changed the body panels as well, so it had the full M3 presence to create that monster there. He then gave it an Evolve Stage 2 tune, so new downpipes, an ECU remap, and so that 3-litre straight-six twin-turbo engine is putting out 540 horsepower and 680 newton meters of torque. In terms of weight, a bit lighter than this one, but not by that much, about 1,600 kilos. I'm just guessing, really. Never made one of them, did they? So I don't know for sure. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Those things aren't great at launching. The launch control system in them can be a bit temperamental, but you don't care about that. What you want to know is the price. Nick says that he put about 50 grand into that car, all in with the 320d and the broken M3. However, he says that you could probably do it a bit cheaper nowadays because parts are a bit less expensive on those cars. Maybe do one for about 30 grand. Anyway, before we get on with the race, please make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon to turn your notifications on so you're alerted when we make a new upload. Also, why don't you follow me on Instagram at Matt Watson Cars. Let's get on with the race then.
Buying a new car? Head to Kamu to get offers from the UK's top dealers. Kamu.co.uk, the car buying comparison site.
Now, before we race, we're going to do two things. The first is a sound check. Which of these two cars sounds the best? The V8 in this, or the straight six in that? Soft limiter on the engine there when it's stationary. Go on, Nick, rev up your car. Let me know which you think sounded the best in the comments below, but me, I'm going for that BMW. Nick, have you had anything done to that exhaust? Because it doesn't sound like it's a stock exhaust.
Yeah, I've got downpipes, haven't I? So minus the first caps.
Nick, you sound like you're from the same part of the country that I'm from. Where do you come from, mate?
I reside near Walsall at the moment.
Well, do you know what? That's where I'm from. He sounds like me. From back in the day, before I went to London and learned how to talk like this. How do you do? I'm from London. Oh yes. Anyway, we need to warm up these tyres because these cars are rear-wheel drive. They'll struggle for traction away from the line if their tyres are cold, so I've just got to do the right thing and do some donating in this. Struggling for traction. And got dropped. That thing is hard to launch. This less so. How was that?
I've just broke one of my paddles. I was holding the steering wheel with my knee and it's caught a paddle.
Well, that's what we're like from Walsall, you see. Do weird things. Okay, Nick, so this time, Mdm mode, no launch control, just hold on the brake and steer with your hands, not your knee.
Got it.
Oh. This launches really well. I actually got decent traction. I think he might be pulling me back. Clear win for this. This is just going to launch better than that every single time. Those BMW F80 just don't launch that great. The launch control systems are temperamental, they spin at their wheels, they're a bit of a handful, but once they go in, they are quick.
So then what exactly happened? Well, the AMG did the standing quarter mile in 12.3 seconds, while the bespoke BMW took 12.7 seconds.
We're going to do a rolling race, automatic mode, comfort mode, and I'm going to count it in from 50 miles an hour. Come on then, get level, Nick. Here we go. So, 3, 2, 1, go! Floored it. About the same, kick down wise. Always going now though. Oh, look at him! I think he's got the better of me. There we go, Nick. You a bit happier about that? Kickdown was about the same on both cars. Took a wee while. I mean, I've got 9 gears in this car. You've got 7, haven't you?
I have, yes.
So mine had to do a little bit more maths than yours. Found the right gear and we both took off. But I think yours pulling a little bit harder than my car. As long as you don't need to launch, those BMWs are pretty decent, aren't they? Okay, let's do it again, but this time put your car into its sportiest setting and you're going to go manual on the gearbox, so you're going to have to change gears yourself. Yeah, it could all go very wrong for you. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, picks up really good. The hot V reduces lag. But that F81 is just pulling and pulling and pulling. He has had it tuned though, hasn't he? Stage 2, evolved tune. And that's the result. 550 horsepower. That's enough, 155. You can brake hard now. Come back, Nick. Come on. Come back, mate. Last challenge. Brake test time. Just get level with me. We'll do it from about 70 miles an hour. When you hit that line, full emergency stop. Here comes the line. Oh no! Oh, I don't know. It's so close. What do you reckon, Nick? I reckon I might have just beat you on that.
What about an inch?
Well, an extra inch is often all you need to win at this game, and it looks like I have an extra inch over you.
Most I've heard.
So it looks like, in the end, it was 2 wins to the Mercedes and 1 win for the BMW, because BMWs, they don't launch or brake that well. In fact, what do you think of the brakes on your car?
Actually very surprised. I thought it was going to be a lot worse.
Yeah, I mean, so close, really. This car is a little bit heavier. I like the look of your car a bit more than this one, do you?
I'm slightly biased, aren't I?
What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. In fact, do you think BMW should have built an F81 M3 Touring? Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like. And why don't you follow us on Instagram at CarWowCars. And the last bit of promotion I need to do is to tell you about our latest merch. So if you look in the carousel below the video, you can see all our range of t-shirts and hoodies with different designs on them. And maybe buy 1 or 2. Support CarWow. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.